there, listeners. It's your annoyingly optimistic host here, bringing you another season of the Annoyingly Optimistic Show. Welcome to Season 2, Voicemails to Tim. Now, let's meet Tim. He's been running his own small business for almost 3 years now, and let's just say he's hit a bit of a rough patch. You know how it is. Sometimes you get so stuck, you make yourself busy and just avoid finding the real problems. Well, that's Tim. So as a good friend, I decided to leave him a daily voicemail, if I can't get hold of him, filled with nuggets of inspiration, insight and wisdom, and downright brilliant ideas to help get him unstuck. Every day, in just under 10 minutes, I'll share some tips, tricks, and a healthy dose of optimism to get Tim, and maybe even you, back on track. Because let's face it, we're all a little tired, in need of help, and muddling through. So here we go. Oh wait, never mind. Tim's being busy. Here's the voicemail I left him today.
Hi Tim, hope you're well. Sorry I missed you. Less not more. It's something that I've been having a bit of a move around in my office, I think I mentioned, which always prompts diving into boxes, into folders, to kind of move stuff around. And I've been moving stuff around on the computer, so the digital boxes and folders that we collect over time. And it's just that kind of reminder of, there's nothing nicer, and it's very cathartic when you kind of clear out and get rid of stuff that you don't need. And there's a lot of stuff into both on your computer and your workspace. If it's neat and tidy and clear, psychologically there's less that your brain's having to filter out and deal with, so you can get on with that. But kind of within that, it is just this thing about consciously, trying to step away from getting sucked into the mentality of more, more equipment, more apps, more software, more devices, more subscriptions. It's more where, we are very much a consumer culture, and that has an effect that kind of drags us down. It means we're juggling 100 things, whereas wouldn't it be better to juggle 10? There was always juggling, but it's how many balls we want to have up in the air. So it's about kind of systematically spending some time to declutter. You declutter your business, declutter your workspace, declutter your computer, declutter your life, and really make that decision to kind of go through it. In the business, we end up with little routines, little systems, little things that we've saved because it might be useful for that one thing and all the rest of it. And there's a cognitive load which comes with that. There's a pressure, there's a mental pressure which comes with all of that. And it's making that decision to go, do you know what? I don't need some of this stuff. And again, it's boring. It's the task that we tend to kind of put off. But a bit like, when we're tired, go, in the afternoon, go for a walk, do some exercise, look at what you're eating and things like that. Same way that if you're not firing on all cylinders in the business, if you're feeling distracted, you've been procrastinating more than usual, then, rather than kind of beating yourself up about it, use that kind of frustration, as it were, to kind of go, right, I'm just going to sort my desk out and I'm going to clear this, because it's amazing what that can do, in that it can re-energize you, can reinvigorate you. And often it can, there's a certain practicality behind movement, as I said, listening to an audiobook while you're walking, but actually just getting up out your chair, pushing it out the way, and tackling your workspace, grabbing a black sack, recycling some stuff, whatever. Just by moving and engaging, moving around, getting the blood flowing, you'll probably think up some ideas, some things you could have done. You may find something that, I was going to do this, and it can suddenly spark an idea. So just by doing that, it's a win-win. If it doesn't spark an idea or anything like that, you've got a much better workspace, you've got a more focused mind, and you're going to be able to use that. If it does spark an idea, then you might only get half a sorted workspace, but you've got an idea to kind of go with. And it's the same on the computer. I'm one for screenshotting all the time, and they sit on my desktop on my phone, and it's kind of like they're useful in the moment and very important in the moment, and I'll often use them straight away, but I won't then go back and tidy up. So I did sit there the other day, and it took me about half an hour, but I cleared a load of files out. There was a load of empty, untitled folders, there were some random bits that I didn't need, and I sorted some stuff into some folders. So there was just a level of organization, like, yeah, cool, okay, I've got lots of things that I need to be doing, but I'm just going to do that to kind of free things up and clear some space, and so that I can get on with other things. So it's this kind of less, not more. It's getting into this, you know, whether you make it a monthly, every couple of months, just to kind of reassess the workspace and, you know, your computer and everything else. Do I need these things? Is this something that I need? God, that was a great idea at the time. I signed up for that bit of software. I've taken to, particularly with apps and things like that, if there's something that I think's, you know, quite good, and invariably that you have to now stick your card in and you get 7 days free or something like that. What I do without fail now, because I've been caught out too many times, is as soon as I do that, I go straight into the settings and I cancel it. So if I'm going to use that thing now, if that service is going to be really amazing, I've got to proactively go in and put that back on, which is much better than kind of like, oh, in the moment and playing with it and then getting distracted. And all of a sudden, gosh, where's that 5 or 10 come from? Oh, it's that app that I never cancelled. So, you know, if you do need those things, or you're signing up for those things or looking at those things, then put those little checks and balances in place so that they will automatically cancel rather than automatically renew, because then you've got to make a conscious decision. And if you kind of go, oh, well, I might forget. Well, if you're using it every day, if it's really useful, you're not going to forget. But you will forget if you're not using it every day. So it's you know, make it work for you, not the other way around. But every time you do that, a new app, a new system, is it replacing something else? Is it better than something else? Or have you now got 17 apps that you're having to use regularly? Is there one thing that can do all of it? So like with workflows, like with, you know, the way that you work and all the rest of it, it's constantly kind of going, can I do this with less steps? Can I do this with less pieces of software? Can I do this in a way that is going to, you know, there's less steps for me to do? So it's always trying to simplify things and to embrace this kind of less is more. So just a kind of quick one, because I was sorting some things out and I thought, oh, I bet, you know, as with most of us, and I put you in with that, the same as me, Tim, having a regular kind of clear out and a simplification and simplify things down is great for kind of clearing the mind and cracking on with things. So hope that helps, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, Tim. Bye.
And that's it for today's episode of Voicemails to Tim on the Annoyingly Optimistic Show. Now remember, Tim might be busy, but we're all in this together. Whether you're tired, in need of help, or just muddling through, Tim is here for you because, well, Tim is you. Yes, you heard that right. Tim isn't just my friend, he's a reflection of all of us who are struggling to make it work. TIM stands for tired, in need of help, and muddling through. So if you're feeling like a Tim, you're not alone. For all those ambitious listeners, if you've got a burning business question, a quirky thought, or just want to see if you can leave an even weirder voicemail, head over to the website voicemailstotim.com, submit your question, and maybe, just maybe, you'll hear your idea in a future Voicemail to Tim. So until then, stay annoyingly optimistic, keep pushing forward, and remember, if life gives you lemons, leave a voicemail about it.